Hi, this is Jay with eXp Realty, and we get asked questions about real estate all the time, and that's why I'm making this video, because I'm happy to help answer them if I can. And this one is one that we get from sellers, and they want to know, should I pay the buyer's closing cost? Now, the first thing I would say to that is that we should look at all the terms of the offer that the buyer submits and see where they're at before we make any decisions on that. But it is fairly common for sellers to pay some or all of the buyer's closing cost. Now think back to when you were a buyer and you bought this house, right? You needed to save for a down payment and you needed closing costs to purchase the house, and it's tough enough just to save for the down payment. So when you start adding in both of those figures, it can be pretty substantial, and you probably asked the seller to contribute some of your closing costs. So what we really need to do is look at a way for this to come out and work out good for both parties. So a good example of that might be for a buyer to offer a full price and then ask you to pay their closing costs, so that you end up netting about the same as you would with the buyer that didn't need the closing costs. Now I know what you're going to say. Why don't the buyers just pay more than full price and then ask me for the closing costs, and then that way I can still come ahead a little bit? So remember there that the house still has to make appraised value for whatever the asking price is. So if the buyer asks more than the house will appraise at, then you as the seller have to come down to meet that appraised value before the bank will give the loan, or the seller has to come up with that difference out of pocket. And that puts us right back into square one. If the buyer had that much cash to bring out of pocket, they wouldn't have had to ask you for closing costs to begin with. See, it's a little bit of a balancing act, but a good realtor will be able to navigate you through the process, and it'll come out in a very good way for you as a seller, typically. Well, I hope this gives you an idea of how I can help you sell your house, and thanks for your time. And I look forward to answering any questions that you might have about what it really takes to sell your home in this market. If you like this video, please forward and share it with your friends. And remember, if you would like a free consultation where we can establish the best price point for your house, and we can put together a strong marketing plan that will get maximum exposure to the home buyers, just call me and we can put that together for you too. Thanks.